Hello everyone, PallyTime here, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at a game that I have been anticipating the full release for a very long time. This is Robo Quest, an extremely fast-paced FPS roguelite. This is the central hub that you start the game in. You can begin your run at the van. Adjust the difficulty on this screen here. We're going to be playing on standard. That's difficulty 3 out of 4 on the slider. There are multiple characters that you can play as. We are going to be playing as the Guardian, the default character that you begin the game with. They have a fantastic shield called Bastion that can protect themselves from all damage as long as they take some time to recharge the battery in between applications. Then there is the Commando and Ranger that I've also unlocked, but there's a few other characters in here that we have not seen just yet. The gunplay in this game is super snappy. There is a wide variety of weapons to the point where I've played probably about 20 hours of this game all put together in early access and at full release, and I'm still finding new weapons that I've never seen before. This is a Rogue-Lite, so the workshop does allow you to continue to make progress on your account after runs. You're going to be collecting wrenches as you go through the levels, and those wrenches are spent here back at base. For instance, my next upgrade requires 12 wrenches. My runs right now are going really fast. We're looking at like 10 to 20 minutes per run, and then I die and do it again. It will get longer as we progress through the game, as we get better at the game, get more upgrades. But for now, things are pretty snappy. However, that amount of time is perfect to give you guys a first impression of what you can expect. Look at this cute little guy. Editor Walter here. That PallyTime guy didn't even mention that you can play this game as a single player or in a 2-player co-op session. That's actually one of my complaints. I wish it was 4 players. There's other games in the genre that are 4 players, and I just want to involve all of my friends. Guilty, okay? Let's get back to the run. All right, as our run begins, we have our friend here who we can get quests from and progress the story with. We also have a starter pack that we can pop open, and we see a variety of weapons to choose from here. We have the Tommy gun, the dual sawed-off shotguns, the splasher rifle, which is, I think, an electricity kind of gun. The projectiles bounce at the very least, and a tomahawk that we can throw. I'm going to go for the Tommy gun. These weapons all roll different kind of modifiers. We have buckshot in the Tommy gun. We have a chance of firing a shotgun blast as we are just unloading downrange. Before we begin our run, take a look at our mini-map up at the top right. There is a timer underneath it, and there is a grade based on XP accumulated and time spent in a level. So once this door opens, we need to move with purpose. We smash it open and start firing. Shield is on just to mitigate some damage as we were pushing through the door, but it looks like we are mostly okay. The enemies we're fighting in this first part are going to be pretty rudimentary. These small little robots that just kind of move towards us. But as our run progresses, so does the lethality of the enemies that we encounter as well. While we're just going against basic drones and maybe the exploding bot every now and then, eventually robots will be barraging us with shrapnel like this guy. They will be shielding all enemies in line of sight of them, or potentially stunning us or mind controlling us. It's all bad stuff. Reduces armor by 12%, taking damage, grants 100% critical hit chance. I'm going to pass on that. I'm just going to grab the power cell and keep moving. I like my weapon. That was a good opportunity to get another one if we wanted it. Pay close attention to the map all of the time. That purple area usually has some kind of quick parkour challenge for you to solve. They do, once again, get more intricate as the run progresses. They get more complicated, more hard to succeed at, or more risky at least. You could take damage there when you maybe are already low on health. But it's usually worth it to pick up another weapon, and the longer a run goes, the higher quality of weapon we can find too. This is a checkpoint we got here at 58 seconds, so that's fantastic. We leveled up as we were running here, so we get our first perk of the run. This is where you start to feel for your build, see what you like, see what you don't like. Every 5 seconds, your next bash fires a piercing arc over 13 meters. That's my melee ability, or on the first 33% of ammo, increase the weapon's damage by 30%. That just means while we're at high ammo, we deal more damage. I would say an AoE might be better. So let's start to use bash. All we have to do is use our melee attack, and we can see it travels a pretty good distance. We could talk to this guy to restore some of our health. This dude over in the corner to buy some passive upgrades for us. And it, for instance, increases repair robot healing. That's this guy right here. We could increase his healing by 20% for the rest of the run, or increases melee and bash damage by 10%. We just got a bash perk, so obviously picking that up is a good thing. We also have another chest here, which allows us to pick from another set of guns. Oh, a magnum. Oh, I bet that's going to be good. So if you started your run and you're really not vibing with your weapons, we're only a minute in and we already got more options here. So time is frozen, but that's going to change soon. This is also where we pick our next biome. We have the quarry, the ruins, and the oasis. The oasis is unlocked by default. I think I'm going to go there for this video. But you unlock these by just finding biome keys as you're going. And as you may have noticed, there are quest guys in here as well that need various items to progress the story. But that's not really where my focus is going to be today. This gun does some pretty good damage. What's the reload like? It does seem like it takes a bit of time. Hey, that's totally okay, especially those first few shots of this weapon should chunk pretty hard. I like that it's a 6-shooter with 7 bullets in it too. Oh, that's just beautiful. Explosive guy coming around the corner. We're gonna pop shield for that. Just found a wrench on the ground there as well. That made our entire account better just for being here, which is honestly a pretty phenomenal feeling. The weapons do have that like comic book text that pops up on the right side. Every single weapon has that text that pops up. I thought that was going to be distracting, but it just feels like a part of the world to me. It just feels cemented here after playing the game for a while. We are going to pop shield as there were a bunch of explosions coming towards us, but there was a loot goblin on that top path there that we took down before he got away. Once they get alerted, they start to move faster, so you really need to dedicate time into killing them. There is also the Mario head stomp, as I just tried to show you there. We'll show it again. If you can get on top of your enemies, even the loot goblin up there, you can stun them and deal damage to them. But obviously that's, you know, you're kind of committing to a pretty aggressive playstyle at that point. You're playing pretty hard at that point. We have S rating on XP. We have an S rating on our time spent. Because we played so efficiently, killed every target, and moved through that level quickly, we gain 3 more power cells that we can further invest into our run. You are rewarded for playing well. But I think if you were slow and didn't meet the timer, that's totally fine too, especially this early in the game. Oh my goodness, take your time, look at stuff, try to find secrets. I think each one of these camp areas has a secret around here somewhere. Oh, did I find it? See, try to find secrets. They're all over the place. Take your time. I'm just trying to show off some mechanics to give you a decent idea of the game. This guy has a chance of showing up, and he allows us to upgrade our weapon. I could make the Tommy gun better if I wanted to invest some power cells. Let's see what the chest is giving us. Grandma's shotgun and another revolver. It does have different rolls on it, though. This is a level 3, so it's going to do more damage. So it's still worth swapping out. And do you just upgrade the level on this? Or no, the weapon's too high. So that's all he does. He's not going to upgrade the quality on it. All right. Well, full health, new trait. Let's make sure we get it. Increases the healing cells and repair robot efficiency by 15%. Or using the tactical slap, reloads your weapon and grants infinite ammo for 1.5 seconds. Is tactical slap the melee? Because I'm already incentivized to melee. Speaking of which... Oh, yeah, dude, that damage isn't looking bad. It's not all of the time. It's not going to happen every single swipe, but when it does, it'll clear out a few enemies. Is there a visual indicator for when that's off cooldown? I'm not sure. Now that we've made it to the second area, by the way, enemies are going to get more lethal. They're going to start to employ more strategies. For instance, oh, I've been stunned. I have to do a button combination to break that stun. That was perfect on command. Thank you. We also have those little shields above these guys that did not exist before. And this contraption is what was spawning those stuns in the area in the first place. We also want to pay attention to our map because there's more than one path now for us to choose. I popped my barrier, stood still, and took that target down. Let's outrange these guys with my revolver a little bit because getting a little too close right now is not what I want to do. This dome in the back left is a spawner. Very important that I push up and try to take him down. The longer he's alive, the less I like it. Hornet bow might be a decent pickup over this. Projectiles bounce and pierce. Oh, even better. So we're playing Hanzo now, shooting our bow down range. Notice how seamless that was. And like, I didn't have to calibrate my aim with this. It's just snappy. We're just good to go. It's a bit slower of a pace than what I'm used to though. So we're gonna swap out card collected for the Tommy gun. Oh, cool. I don't think I've collected any weapon cards just yet. I've gotten a few enemy ones. If you're interested in unlocking a new character, you can do it on your very first run if you see this area in the Oasis. So if you guys are looking at this game and thinking about picking it up, make sure you're paying attention right now. There is an orange area on the map. If we move through this orange area and make our way to the back, there is a hidden cave that's always there. So if you miss this, you can go back to the Oasis and you're like pretty much guaranteed to find it every time, as far as I know. We also have another new enemy popping up back here. This is a slug. They are great targets for jumping on their back, and the developers knew it. So what they did, they gave these guys spikes, so you can't just try to stun lock them, but it is a very safe place to be. So if you want the class run behind the waterfall, there's a spear sticking around the ground right here. This guy is a quest. I don't know what that's for yet, and I do not have time to stop if I want to keep my S rating going. And believe me, I do. It's very important to me. Very important. We're going to go left here and check out this area. Bow at the ready. Although maybe not. Tommy gun so we can take down the loot goblin. I do need to make sure that when I kill that guy, I do kind of push up for the reward. Also, this is a dead end and we're going to be coming back here. So that's my cue to leave and not spend any more time there. We're going to take this left. There should be another purple area in this zone, and that should be a good opportunity to show off the increase in difficulty for those things too. Unfortunately, took a lot of damage standing there looking up at nothing, even though my shield was on at the start. The healing we get for that was not enough to make that worth it. If I do use my melee attack, I get more healing as we take these enemies down. So if there is a lull in combat, it can be advantageous to go in with melee. I'm going to push into the golden area right now. I have to come back to this white area, so I think that's a somewhat decent use of our time. The purple area, once again, is going to have a gun at the end of it, if we are lucky. Let's open the door. How do I solve this? Oh, God. Okay, bounce pad on the ground. That's not bad. That's not bad. And then we double jump on the other side. We have... Ooh, yes. This is like a scout rifle. Even better than our bow, because I don't have to draw the arrow back, and it's still super accurate at long range. So I can just pop these guys right in the face and keep running. Oh, that slug almost got the confusion out on me, and it's charging up a beam right now. We're just going to line of sight that. I popped my shield just in case. If you're wondering what kind of variety of builds you can get for your character, last run I did for the Guardian, I've only played the Guardian since 1.0 release. Last run I did, every fourth shot did like increased damage on my weapon. Every few seconds, I would get a new elemental effect on my weapon. It was like a random elemental effect. And the cool thing about it was I had a lightning gun, and it applied an additional elemental effect. So my lightning gun was actually doing lightning and fire at the same time. I thought that was really neat. I didn't expect it to work that way. I've also done runs where I get insane attack speed while my shield is up, while also gaining other ways of lowering the cooldown of my shield by like picking up these healing globes. So then you like want to play really aggressive. You want to be in melee range, so you're meleeing enemies more and they're dropping more healing globes, so you're resetting your cooldown more. It's like each upgrade subtly changes the way you play, but if you lean into it, you can really get some awesome combinations. We're dealing decent damage to this guy's weak spot. I went ahead and used my shield there to try to eat some of that beam damage just to finish him off. Now we can somewhat confidently say that we have explored enough of this area, and we are going to head back to that green door at the bottom. And again, the reason we wanted to spend some extra time is because we want that XP score. Even if you don't get the time score, spending extra time and getting XP gives you more of those power cells, those fuel cells to invest in your run. Speaking of which, I have 13 of those. We really should start investing those into our run. Usually I would have bought a gun or upgraded something by now, but nothing's really jumped out at me just yet. We hit the checkpoint, talk to the healer, get healed up. I don't want dual boomsticks, and the upgrade guy isn't here again. Oh, here's one of the secrets. The data log. There it is. It's right there. It's just you go in and it's right there. Anything good in the chest? An Arctic rifle. Is that like a freeze thing? Okay, we'll pick that up over the Tommy gun. It's level 3 anyway. 20% damage and increased range with it as well. Do these bounce? No, it doesn't look like they do. So I have like a scatter weapon that will freeze enemies in front of me. We've explored everything there. Now we need to be quick. I do not think... Oh, I'm stunned. I do not think we're going to get the S timer here. But that's okay. I've slowed down a little bit making the video. When I'm just like all lights off, we're in the gamer mode in the middle of the night, leaning forward playing this game, I still think it's hard to make the S rating on the second level. It's a very, very strict timer. Okay, this room is unique. This is like I have to kill all the enemies in here before they open the door. My strategy for rooms like this is to play the corners as best as I can and just take out these guys on the outside of the room. If you're in the middle of the room, everyone's going to be looking at you. But if I'm on these corners, like I'm out of range for most of these people here. Is this the mortar? Let the mortar fly! You know, when I saw that there was a mortar in this game, I didn't think I would like using it at all. But even the mortar is satisfying. Big AoE damage in a room like this is a perfect pickup. But I don't have to commit to using this weapon. I can just drop it back on the ground when we are done. I pop shield, melee, melee. Oh, my melee's not one-shotting the little robots anymore. That's a little concerning. I see him up there. He got a bunch of shields back, unfortunately. We just froze him. Where was my weapon? We're definitely getting that back. Oh, wait, this is a flamethrower. This isn't what I had at all. I think I lost my snipers over here. I got it. It's on the mini-map. I was panicking a little bit. I do like the idea of using a flamethrower, though. Let's try that out. I just don't want to give up my sniper for it. As you can see, it does elemental damage, applies a burning effect over time. The fire looks pretty cool, if I do say so myself as well. There is a heat charge we have to manage, but that's not too bad. And we made it to another pause. 10 minutes and 15 seconds into our run. This is our layout so far. Very fun run so far. Now, the first boss that you fight does change. He does swap out. Increases critical hit by 5%. Take down a burning enemy, and they have a chance to trigger a burning explosion. Oh. See what our perk is. Reduce Bastion cooldown by 10% while Bastion is active. Repairs 5% of your scratch damage. Ooh. Oh, this seems really good, too. Oh, and I've never done this before. Robo food. Gathering a healing cell generates 1 point for 2 seconds. Max 16. Each point increases all damage by 1% and armor by 0.5. So we get 8% armor at the top end and 16% increased damage if we're constantly picking up healing cells. I don't think that's sustainable. It's only a 2-second increase. That's like one shot. I don't think that's worth it. I'm not going to do it. I do think the burning hot dog could be fun, especially with our flamethrower pickup. But I don't think the boss is going to have ads. Let's see what we get. Oh, I've never fought this boss before. This is Billy Boom. I did fight him in early access, but not in 1.0 release. His weak spot is his eye. Oh, that's acid on the side. Okay. He shoots things I need to jump over. Easy does it. I can do that. It looks like the guns on top are rotating, and he also has some kind of hand attack that I should look out for. We can shield that if we want to mitigate it. I don't know if he's going to get faster as this fight goes, but I'm starting to get a little more concerned. Let's keep jumping. I am taking some damage here. The boss is half health, but so am I. Using my shield, we're just going to move in and melee like crazy. He does have a second meter at the top of the screen, too, and I don't know what that second meter means. Wait a minute! I pulled the lever. What did that do? Oh, that was for the second meter. It seems like it went away. So this is just an example of one of the bosses. I've had like a drill guy constantly burrowing under the ground to come after me. And a few other ones. I do really like the Sonic the Hedgehog fucking explosion at the end. We didn't clear it on time, but we did get the XP rating, so we get 2 more power cells added in. Now, I'm going to try to progress, but just for the record, I consider that a win in my book. We killed a boss. We've gotten some wrenches. This is awesome. I'm feeling great about this run. I am expecting to die very quickly up ahead. Increases the tactical slap battery generation. Ooh. Wait, increases explosion damage? With the thing we just got, we're causing explosions whenever we kill a burning enemy. Taking down an enemy has a 4% chance to drop an additional healing cell. Sure, we'll take that too. Just go ahead and invest. We also have another guy over here, the Volcano Rifle, level 5 weapon. Deals burning damage, so that will work with our setup. And it's a big AoE too. Let's get out there and see how we do. So, I didn't notice too much of an explosion there, I'm going to be honest. As you can see, we have much more aggressive enemy types already. Some jetpacking guys that are sending lines towards me that I can jump over. Meanwhile, a shrapnel enemy in the corner is trying to hit us. And I haven't shown you the bane of my existence yet. These guys right here, these little shits. Oh, I call them the sprinklers. They just pop out and surprise you all the time. I hate them. I hate them so much. A pulsar rifle, I'll try that. Bro, that does burning too. Wait, does every shot I do cause burning? Did I misunderstand? Because I don't think... Yeah, this is not an elemental weapon. If that's the case, give me this back. And I'll get some headshots, my dude. If you hit any robot in that red spot, that's always their weak spot. It's very easy to read, even in the chaos of what's going on around you. Always aim for the red. There are ways of getting auto crits as well. So oh god, okay. So eventually, you don't even like if you get enough auto crit in your setup, you don't really need to even aim for the weak spots. I have achieved that a couple times. Looks like a very linear path so far. I did not get the treasure goblin, it seems. We're going to shield. I think that's a sniper turret in the back now. Sprinkler right here. Get him out of there. Kite, kite, kite. Another sprinkler to my right. As you can see, it's just like, it just keeps ramping. There's so much to manage. There's so much to look out for. And if you didn't have the mobility that they give you, and quite honestly, I feel like if I didn't have the shield of this character, I would not ever make it to chapter 2. 43 damage per bar. We have to jump over there. We're managing it well so far. Good damage on this guy. Stunned him in the back corner. Sprinkler in the smoke over here somewhere. I see him on the map. There we go. He's taken down. Another one there. I don't like rockets coming out of the smoke. We might get a pretty good gun this way. Let's check out the purple side. I'm feeling really good right now. Like, all of my runs have been dying in like the first or second room there. So this is excellent. I'm very pleased with this progress. I think we're using our shield well. I should probably be meleeing more just to get more healing with the bash upgrades that we have. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. This is fine. This is fine. Ouch, there's nothing to worry about. We're good. We're good. Inside, Thumper level 5 Grandma's shotgun. Oh yeah, we'll take Grandma's shotgun. We're gonna have to play a little bit closer, but that's a-okay with me. Oh, I almost left the sprinklers here. That's the other bad thing about these guys, is that they will hurt your completion, and they don't chase after you like most enemies do. Oh, took a big hit as we came around the corner. Oh god. Trying to shield up. We're not going to get that payload right there. Was that guy following me and just putting smoke around me? And then this guy, oh my God, they're sitting in a warship, dude. He's putting bombs everywhere on the floor. I'm going to try to shield. Gain some ground. He is a tanky boy. Also shooting rockets at us as well. This really is a warship. Sniper in the back corner taking a chunk out of me too. We're going to try to shield the next shot from him and get closer. Oh God. Sprinklers onto the floor. Okay. Good. Good. We took a line hit there. You know what the best news is? Oh, we made it. Wait, where's the heal? Wait. I found another weird lock over here. I guess we need some kind of specific pass to open it. Fuck. The heal is over there. That means I have to continue without the heal bot. No! Okay, that means we need to melee a lot more. We could do that. Fire on anyone in the air. I did see that fire explosion that time. That looked awesome. Maybe those guys just blow up. Okay, every 2 seconds. Oh, every 2 seconds taking damage regenerates 20% of your battery. Yeah, that seems really good. If we can reset our battery more often, we can melee more safely. I gotta be aggressive here. Go! Ah! Got it. Shield. Melee. Get health. Get that health. Get that health. Oh. And one shrapnel cluster is all it took to take me down. For that run, we spent 15 minutes outside of the paused areas. We got 13 wrenches, which we can go back to base camp and then make our next run even better. This game is super addicting. I'm going to be streaming it on Twitch this week, so if you want to see more of it, stop by. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Let me know down in the comments as well. If you guys enjoyed this first look spotlight video, we released another one earlier this week, taking a look at Endless Dungeon, a kind of tower defense roguelite that came out recently. Also, God, we are just so blessed right now. Risk of Rain Returns released, and we're going to be taking a look at that later in the week. If that video's out right now, it'll show up on the screen. Thank you guys for being here. See you again very soon.